Hey guys, welcome in this new video. I hope that all of you are doing great. So in this video, what we're going to talk about is my trading setup that you guys see behind me all the time. So I'm really going to explain you guys what are the specs of the setup. I'm going to talk about, the mouse, the keyboard, the screens, the chair, and all that stuff, right? So I'm really going to explain you guys everything. So if you want, you will be able to maybe take some things in my setup and also implement them in your setup if you like it. So that's the idea of the video. I'm also going to explain you guys what I have on my screens and what I'm looking for on the markets. So I think it will be a really interesting video. This is the most updated video for my trading setup that I will be using in 2022. All right, guys. So just before that we start, I want to show you something. So we've just finished working on the new design for the Reversal Master website, which is our trading course. So as you guys can see on the screen right now, the website is looking very nice. It's super simple. It's straight to the point, as I like it, like I'm not someone who is fancy. I like stuff when they are simple. And so that's what I wanted to do with the website, right? And just give it a fresh look for 2022. So it's really just the design that changed. The course in itself is the same. It was already updated and it had already everything that it needs for you guys to learn how to trade properly. So that is really more about the design of the website that we change. But the course, as I said, is exactly the same. So you still get over 100 hours of educational content. You get access to the trading group that we have, the weekly market analysis videos, the webinars, and my personal mentorship, right? I'm always there to guide students, to answer their questions and stuff like that. And you will join basically the community where we have now almost 300 members. So that's amazing. And so all of that is still there, right? So I just wanted to clarify this as well. It's really just the design that changed. The content of the course is still there. And yes, you still get lifetime access to the course when you purchase it. So if you guys are interested in that or just looking at the design overall, the link of the course is always in the description box below. So you can go on there and join the team as well if you want. All right, guys. So with all of that being said, let's get into the video. Now, just before that we start, as always, guys, don't forget to leave a like under the video. I would really appreciate it. It helps me grow the channel. I don't know if you have noticed, but the channel has really grown a lot in the last couple of weeks and months. So I'm really happy about that. It really motivates me to keep making these free videos for you guys. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if it's not already done. So let's get into the video. All right. So first of all, let's start to talk about the chair that I'm sitting on right now. So honestly, guys, it's not a, I don't know the brand of the chair. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. I think I just bought it at a local store. It was pretty expensive. I think it was around $500 or $600. So for a chair, it's quite a bit pricey. But I went on with the idea that, I would spend a lot of time in front of the screens because I trade full time, right? And I run businesses and stuff like that, right? But I'm mostly here in the trading office. So I really wanted a setup that overall was perfect for me and that really made me feel comfortable to optimize my results. And also, guys, I just want to mention something here really important. You don't necessarily need to have such a big trading setup like myself to be successful in trading, right? Like we have a lot of our members in Reversal Master who only have 1 or 2 screens and they get amazing results, And it was the case for me as well, right? Like when I started to trade, I only had 1 screen, then I had 2 screens, and then I had this one. But before having this setup, I was already profitable. I was already successful in trading, right? So you don't need a setup to become successful. The setup is just kind of a bonus if you want, right? So that's how I see it, right? So I became profitable and I started to make money before having this setup. And then a few years down the line, I decided to take a portion of that profit and invest that money into a quality setup like this, right? But you don't necessarily need something as big to really get good results. It's really just to optimize everything I do, but it's not a necessity, all right? So I just wanted to make that clear for you guys. But yes, so to come back to the chair, as I said, right, quite a simple chair, nothing too crazy. I would just tell you guys that get a comfortable chair, right? Something that you feel good on, and that's pretty much all you need, right? Like don't overcomplicate everything. The rest is already complicated enough, right? So you can keep the chair quite simple. After that, the next part of the setup is, well, this microphone that you guys see here. This is a gift from my girlfriend, so that is really, really nice of her. I really like it. You know, it's not the you know, craziest microphone, right? But it really does the job, right? It has everything that it needs. The sound is pretty good, right? I mean, it's good enough for everything that I do, right? The name is Maono. I don't know how we really pronounce it. So Maono, maybe. I don't really know, but whatever, right? So it's a good microphone, right? It has literally everything that I need. It's been working fine, right? I've had it already for a couple of months, and I really have no concern or anything bad to say about it. So I really like it. It does the job, and it's pretty cool. After that, let's move now more to the desk part right here. So first of all, you guys don't see it on the video, but just right here, I will put another clip, right? We have a camera, right? So a webcam. That's what I use when I do the private sessions with the Reversal Master members and the webinars. And then we have the speaker. So I have one on each side of the desk, and these are Bose speaker. They are absolutely amazing. The sound is perfect. I really like them. They are quite expensive. If I remember correctly, I think it's around $200, but they are really good. So I'm really happy with this. And I have just a little calculator and some pens if I have to write down something in my journal that you guys can also see just right here. So sometimes I will write down ideas, I will write down my goals and stuff like that. And the calculator is there just to calculate my risk sometimes on trades and stuff like that. And then I also have something really important, which is the little coffee, right? Never miss the coffee in the morning. I really like it, right? So that's what I have basically on the desk. Now I also have the mouse and the keyboard. These are from Cougar. They are relatively cheap, I would say. They're not that expensive, right? It's really one of the, let's say, cheapest part of my setup, but I've had them for about, well, since the beginning, right, of the setup, so over 2 years, and I've never had a single problem. I think it cost me like $70 for the keyboard and the mouse, and they are working very well. I've never had any problems, so I mean, that's perfect, right? And they're really looking nice. I love, you know, the colors and stuff like that, right? So they're not really expensive, quite cheap, but I mean, it's amazing and it does the job, right? So I'm not going to complain at all. All right, after that, let's move to the desk in itself. So the desk was quite expensive because it's a standing desk. And as you guys can see, right, it's very cool because I can decide to either work when I sit down or when I sit up, right? And it's amazing simply because it's not really healthy for your body to always be sitting down, right? It's good to change positions and stuff like that. And so that is the reason why I have this desk. It just allows me to do this, and it's really cool to be able to work in these different positions. So the desk, as I said, was quite expensive. If I remember correctly, it was around $900. And then if we look underneath the desk, we have the computer. So the computer was also a really expensive part of the setup. It's a personalized built computer. So I went to a store here in Quebec called STO, and they've been able to build this whole computer for me. And if you guys remember, for those of you guys who have been following me for quite some time, 2 years more ago, right, I did a full vlog where I built this whole trading setup. So I'm going to put the link down below in the description of this vlog, where you guys will be able to see the whole process and the vlog of me building the setup, right? So it's really cool for me to look back at this video today, and you guys will also get more information in this video on exactly the specs of the computer and what is in it, right? It's really in the video. You guys will see a part where I basically go over all of this, right? So for those of you guys who really want details on that, it will be in the other video where I will put the link in the description, as I said. But the computer was really expensive, if I remember correctly, $1,500. It's really a personalized computer for trading and work only. So for example, gaming, right? I cannot run big games like Call of Duty, right? And stuff like that. The computer is not built for that. It's not strong enough. But for everything related to work and to creating content and stuff like that, I mean, it's amazing. You know, it goes super fast. It's just like, it's straight to the point, right? As I like it. So that was a big investment, but I'm super happy with this. And then as you guys can see, the computer is kind of put in a way that it follows the disc when it goes up, right? So this is something that I've built with my father. I'll be honest with you guys, it's more my father than me that built that. I'm not really manual in life in general, so it's more him, but he was able to build something for me like that, where the computer follows the desk. So that is amazing. And as you guys can see as well, we have a lot of cable management. Again, all thanks to my father. It's not really me that was able to do this, but he made something super clear, you know, like there's not a single cable that just is not where it's supposed to be. It gives an amazing look to the setup. It's very clear, it's very clean, and it's very simple, right? As I like it. So I mean, that is just amazing for that as well. So what I also have are Philips Hue lights. So I have one that is in front of me right now. I have two on the ceiling, and I have one behind the desk, as you guys can see. These lights can change color. They are quite expensive. I think they were $300 to $400 for the whole set, so it's pretty expensive for what it is, but I'm really happy with this purchase. I use these lights every single day. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I like to always change the colors, and it's just amazing, you know, like I really like it, you know. I don't know why. Maybe that it's the little kid in me that is talking, right? But just having all these colors, you know, for the setup, I mean, it's just amazing. I really like it, and it's super fun, right? So this is another part of the setup that I really like. And after that, probably one of the most important part of the setup are, well, the 4 screens that you guys see behind me. So these are 27-inch Acer screens. I don't know the exact model, to be honest with you guys. I don't think it really matters that much. They are just 27-inch Acer screens. I think we can keep it simple like that, right? They are not 4K. They are not the best of the best screens, right? I mean, they are relatively good, right? But they are not crazy neither. I think they were around $200 for each. So, you know, they do the job, right? Again, I've had them for over 2.5 years almost, and I've never had a single problem with them. I really like it. They are big enough for me, but at the same time, not too big, right? I mean, it's just perfect, right? And now what I also want to talk about in the video is simply what do I have displayed on these screens for trading purpose, right? So my main screen that I use is really this one right here, okay? So on this screen, I will usually have the TradingView website open where I do all my analysis, and I will have some just charts open, right? So I'm going to look at the markets mainly on this screen. If I do, let's say more something related to creating content, let's say on Photoshop, or let's say that I will do a personal session with a student, or I will do a webinar or stuff like that, right? Or record a video, it will also be on this screen. So this is really my main working screen and also my main trading screen if you want. Then after that, the second most important screen is this one right here. So this is my fundamental screen. So I will have two websites open. I will have my Twitter feed and Forex Live. These are the two main websites that I use for fundamentals. This is where I get most of my information. I always have them open because the way that I trade, fundamentals are very important for me. So I have to keep track of all the information that can be relevant for market. So I always have these two things open on this screen. Then after that, third screen, let's talk about this one here at the end, right? This is a currency map. I use the one from Koifin. Honestly, it doesn't really matter which one you use. It's just a currency map where I see in real time the all the currency pair, right? The main one. So AUD, USD, Euro, USD, USDN, right? Stuff like that. And I really see them how they are moving, you know, on a very short time frame. So if something ever happens that is big and that really moves the market, I will see the changes directly on these screens. I will be able to understand, you know, okay, why it's moving, which of the currency is being affected, and then I will look at, you know, with this screen right here, more the charts in themselves, right? But this is really just here to give me a quick scan of the market, especially currencies, as I said. And then for this screen right here, it's going to change from time to time depending on what I do. So if I, let's say, just don't do much, right, I will probably just have this one here open. It's another Koifin screen, right? I just have the general US stock market. I can have other things on there, but you know, if I don't really use it, I'll probably just leave this right here. Other than that, I might have as well the trading platform that I use to take my trades with a lot of charts open. If I follow more markets at the same time and stuff like that, I might do this. Or if I watch, let's say, a press conference from the Fed or something like that, I might also have that on the screen. So it's kind of the screen that is left for a bit of everything, right? Depending on what I do. If I watch a video as well while doing other things, it will be on the screen. So that is basically the purpose of it. And well, yeah, that's basically how my setup is, right? Like that's the whole setup. I've really, you know, told you guys about everything. Honestly, guys, I've had this setup now for, as I said, over 2 years, and I really like it. You know, I've invested a lot of money in the setup, right? If we just calculate everything that I said with the cost and stuff like that, I think if I remember correctly that it cost me around $5,000, right, to build the setup. So it's a pretty expensive trading setup, right? It's not something that everyone can afford, but as I said, I was able to build the whole setup with just trading profits. So at this point, it did not really bother me or anything like that. And as I said, to me, it's more kind of an investment. Since I'm here a lot of time during the day in the office, I wanted something perfect for me that was really productive as well. So that's what I built, and I'm really happy with all the choices that I've made for the setup. So if you guys want as well to, as I said, get some inspiration from this video and apply some of the things on your own as well for your setup, well, feel free to do this because I'm really satisfied with everything that I have. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like under it, as I said. Make sure as well that you are subscribed to the channel if it's not already done. And on that, take care, trade with care, manage your money well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.